You're live. Great Tuesday morning, coming to you live from Coffee and Crypto. I'm Dwight Witherow from Chattanooga, Tennessee. On here with us this morning, we have Miss Michelle Whitby and Mr. Willie Fells. How is everybody doing today?
Good morning.
Great morning.
It's a fabulous Tuesday morning. Great to be back with you guys.
Yes, it is. Great Tuesday morning, coming to you live from Coffee and Crypto. I'm Dwight Witherow from Chattanooga.
Somebody got something live going on.
We have, yes, Miss Michelle Whitby, Mr. Willie Fells.
Uh-oh.
How's everybody doing today?
Good morning.
Sounds like that's on that other end, but things are going great this morning. It is a Tuesday morning, as Michelle mentioned, and it's good to be back, guys. Coffee and Crypto.
Somebody got something live. Yeah. Somebody got Facebook or something going on behind them.
Technical issues going on over there. It must.
Hey, what can we expect, right? We're first back, and this is kind of how it goes.
But it's going good now. That was the
good.
YouTube was open, so obviously we're streaming live on YouTube, so it was actually open there. So that's what we was getting the feedback because the other YouTube was open. So now we are good to go.
Awesome. So Willie, you've had the last couple of weeks we've been out of the loop just because of the fact that we've had a lot of things going on. But Willie, how is your practices going with your guys? Everybody knows that you're a coach, so let's hear what's going on with your football team.
Things are going great. We're just trying to, stay on top of things, be aware of things, and stay away from things. But things are great. Young men are working, and we're just trying to do it one day by day, one process at a time. But things are great. How about you guys? How's things going in sunny Tennessee?
Everything is good. We're just, lots of stuff going on, and everybody knows that we're involved with Up to Give. So there's been a lot going on the last couple of weeks with that, and actually last couple of months with that. But we've got a lot of announcements that just happened. So, yeah, I know Dwight's been busy with everything going on with his line of work and crypto as well.
Absolutely.
Are you holding up, Mr. Dwight?
I'm holding up good, had a vacation, went down to the big state of Florida, just been busy, super busy. We've got plenty of rain, so the grass is growing really fast here in Tennessee. So we seem like we're getting rain every day.
You're exactly right.
But I'm super excited about the crypto space and what we have going on and what's in front of us and what we're witnessing right in front of our eyes. And hey, super pumped. I'm glad to be back on here.
Yeah, me too. Hey, let me just say something really quick. Happy belated birthday yesterday, Mr. Willie Fells. We weren't on here, so we couldn't wish you a happy birthday on here, but hope your day was good.
Happy birthday, Willie.
Thank you. It was good. It's good to see 44. So,
44.
I think that's what it is. I forget that these days. I don't know when I start turning backwards yet, but things are good. It was great. Thank you very much. But a lot is going on in the crypto space since we did our last Coffee and Crypto. there's a, man, I mean, the news and what's going on and projects and the new adoptions and people jumping on board. It's just been mind blowing. But let's go ahead and get our disclaimer out of the way. Number one, we are not financial advisors to be giving financial advice. Anything we say or predictions we make is truly speculation. Number two, we are not Bitcoin or crypto experts. We're just normal guys, just like you, and sometimes reading articles for the first time. Number three, education is the key. Get educated on the space. Get educated on how to read the charts. Get educated how to do the due diligence of what crypto and Bitcoin is. And number four, never risk more than you are willing to lose, and get a return on your investment as fast as possible. All right, so let's go. Let's jump right into our CoinGecko report. The market cap 304.4% today. Bitcoin's dominance down 62.0%. Now, I will have to go back because there was a couple of months ago, especially during the pandemic, I said, this is Bitcoin's year. And for this to be Bitcoin's year, I felt like you needed Bitcoin dominance somewhere at 67%. But it is turning out and it's developing a little bit, and I'm still unsure, but I'm still on the fence, but Bitcoin's going to have a great year. What I meant by that, by a great year, Bitcoin year, I'm talking about not reaching the all-time high, setting a new all-time high. That was my thought process. And if it was going to set a new all-time high, my impression at that time would be 67% Bitcoin dominance. Now, I'm starting to change it a little bit because, you're seeing the altcoins are doing very well right now. And it's a little pullback day, but it's doing good. It's doing good. But Bitcoin's dominance is only at 62%. And was it 61% at one point? So you're seeing Bitcoin dominance really come down. So we could be in a total bull market. I don't know. It's setting up for a total bull market or not. But there's still some numbers for me, and I shared this with someone else. I think Bitcoin dominance has to be at a 55% to be in a total bull market. Now, can Bitcoin hit 20,000 by itself at 67%? That's what I was assuming. That's what I was thinking. And then it's at a new all-time high, and then you see the other coins start to follow, right? But 62%, I'm liking that. And for you people that's in the altcoins, you're probably doing very well right now. And some of you guys that's Bitcoin maximalists, you're doing very well today because Bitcoin's now at $10,974. And it's up 0.9% in the last hour, 6.9% in the last 24 hours, and 19% in the last 7 days. Number two coin, Ethereum, $315, up 0.0%, down a little bit in the last 24 hours, up 33.7% in the last 7 days. Now, Ethereum has been blasted off because, in my opinion, some of the DeFi network, DeFi projects that are building on top of Ethereum. Guys, Ethereum, this could end up being a year, especially if they can get Ethereum 2.0 launch. If they can get Ethereum 2.0 launch, this could be an epic year for Ethereum. Going into 2021 and the year of 2021 will be an epic year for Ethereum if they can do that. XRP, third coin, 22 cents, up 12.8% in the last 7 days. Let's see what's the best performing coin in the last 24 hours. Oh man, that coin that everybody's been talking about, Yarn Finance,
crazy,
11.7%, 182% in the last 7 days.
So Willie, do you want to go? You want to go over what that coin was other day? The measly $31.
Yeah, $31.65. This coin was July the 18th.
Guys, I'm going to tell you this right now. When I saw Sean Davis, and for y'all that don't know, Sean Davis, and I met him and his wife back in back in 2017, actually, and he has Crypto for the People. But when Sean posted up that this coin was $30 and then it had run up to, I think it was at 3,200 whenever I was
Yes.
talking to Dwight, and I was like, what in the crap? Where did this coin come from? And so it's kind of taken everybody by surprise, right? It's been one of those things that we're like, we still don't really know much about the coin. But it's
I know
kind of
this much about
crazy.
it. I know this much about it.
We missed it.
We missed it. We missed it.
We missed it.
I'd have been out. I wouldn't have to do.
Right. But you know, I think it goes back to, it still has something to do with their supply too, because Willie and I were looking at that number this morning. I mean, what's the supply again on it, Willie? Was it 30,000? Or is it 30
And you can look over here, max supply. If I can read numbers right, that's 30,000.
Yes, that is correct. That's 30,000. It's the max supply. They're at 29,836 as of today.
Yeah, and they got 29, 38, 36 that's already out there. So there's not a lot of coins out there. Now look at this.
No.
All-time low, 3165, July 18th. All-time high, July 25, $4,661.
Oh, we missed. It was 4,661.
Yeah, see, when we saw it, it was at 3,200. So it must have made a run. It must have made a run after that, Dwight, after we looked at it.
Yeah, that's been 2 days. It says 2 days ago. I mean,
It's
you just
insane.
said, good gosh. It's
Just
32.
insane. But okay.
You see, CoinGecko is telling everybody right now, sales, sales, sales.
I wish I'd have had about 100 of those coins. I would have been selling.
I just sit here and done it. If you bet 50 of them, that would have been $1,600 out of your pocket. And you look at 1,600 and multiply that times, what was it, 46?
Yeah, 4661.
4661.
Yeah, dog, that's unbelievable. I mean, unless I'm doing math wrong. Let me figure that, make sure to do that right, because we're sitting here. If you had 50 coins, you multiply that times the $32. So that means you would have spent $1,600 for 50 coins. So then we just take and go back in. We're gonna take that 50 times. Man, $1,600 would have netted you 230,000.
That's sickening. That's sickening right there. But hey.
But it happens so fast. It happens so fast on Uniswap and Polynex that nobody could really get them.
Right. And here's the other thing is we literally, Willie and I were just talking about this. Back in 2017, it was like the Wild Wild West. We had ICOs coming out. We had everything coming out that was, just, you didn't know what coin was going to just take off. And this just happens to be one of those coins that did exactly that. And, that's the reason why you got to stay in this space. You got to stay on top of it daily.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got all kinds of alerts on my phone go off. I got them set, the parameters set. If it drops this low, or if it drops below a certain amount of dollars, it goes off and alerts you. If it goes up above a certain amount, I mean, that's where you can always be on top of it. If you can't be glued to a computer screen, you can there's plenty of technology out here that will allow you to be in the loop and in the know without being in front of a screen.
All right. So look, the last 7 days, obviously Yarn Finance is there. But there is number 2 coin, Elron. I do hold some of that. Up
sure
101% in 7 days. I do own
what
some
is
of that.
It?
Don't even talk about Michelle. Me and you are not able to get it.
How did we not get it?
I don't know why you guys are not able to get it.
Let me tell you, Willie called me. We talked about it. It was what was it at the time? Was it like less 0.5 of a cent, something crazy?
0.5. It was zero. It was 0.5 of a cent.
And if you look on CoinGecko and look up the where it's available at, obviously Binance is there. I go to Binance. Binance tell me the coin's not available. I can't buy it, and it goes on from there. I mean, and I see it sitting there showing. So I even emailed Binance, and I sent Willie the response. And Willie just chuckled. They told me, said, "Sorry, that coin's not available on our site at this time."
What?
Yeah.
I don't have that coin. But how did I miss that coin? I don't even remember us talking about that coin.
Well, we never got to me and you talking about me and Dwight talking about.
Oh, now the truth comes out. Y'all left me out of the loop. So Dwight, don't put me in that category.
No, we didn't intentionally leave you out of the loop. It just kind of flew. But somebody put. I was watching someone that put me onto this. So Elron wants to be the internet of coins. What does that mean? They're going to be the space that kind of helps everybody get out there, be, kind of well known. You know what I mean? They're going to help all these different, coins and all these different companies, basically be the internet of crypto. So I think this is a very good project long term, because you don't have anything like that in doing that. And so it was at a really good price. The market cap was really good. The market cap is starting to rise. I mean, 347 million. But I saw, I mean, the crazy part is I think it was at 100 million when I first bought it. But I bought it at 5 cents. But you can see what it was 5 months ago. It wasn't even 5/10 of a cent.
Mm-hmm.
It's up 4,387% from the year. So I put a little bit of money in there. I've kind of tripled it a little bit.
Oh man. Okay, I gotta read y'all something really quick here. This is just really funny, and I know that Willie just said this earlier when we were on the phone, but Yearn Finance token, that was intended by its creator to have no financial value. Don't think about that. So, I mean, once again, you never know what people are going to do, right? We have, just like Bitcoin, the way it was actually supposed to be peer-to-peer and not supposed to be held by people. And then Yearn was actually not ever supposed to have a financial value, and now look at it. It's crazy. All right, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just reading.
No problem. And so looking at the top coins, but I don't know why you guys in Tennessee cannot get ERD on there.
All right, I'm gonna have to go look. I gotta go look for this.
Ethereum in there. Ethereum doing really well. A lot of great projects on top of Ethereum. But I tell you what, and you can mark my word on this, I'll put myself out there. If Ethereum struggles to get 2.0 out, and Ethereum doesn't find a way to start getting their projects back out there, you're gonna see another company, and I'm not going to say their name right now because I'm not going to jinx them. They're going to take over for Ethereum. Now, people are not just going to stop their projects on DeFi is not going to just stop their projects on top of Ethereum. They're going to do it, but what's going to happen is some of the newer companies is going to build on top of this other company that is building on top of it. And I'll just say
that wouldn't be connected to your coin, would it?
Well, I'll say this. He was one of the co-founders of Ethereum. So you can look that up if you want. But did somebody say ADA Cardano? I mean, you can look it up if you want. But,
right. Where's Chainlink this morning?
Watch out for Charles Haskins. Chainlink has not been in the news much lately. They've been kind of slowing down a little bit.
Well, I don't know. They went up to almost $8 the other day.
Yeah, $7. down 1.9% in the last 7 days, 0.5%. But I mean, think about this, guys. Where did we originally see Chainlink at?
Oh God, $1 something.
Yeah, I mean, look
when
at
Jordan
this.
turned us on to it, was $1 something.
Yeah, I want to say that. Yeah, $1 something when we first heard about it. Let's see. It made its all-time high. So July. Let me look at last 90 days.
Hey, guess what, Dwight? It looks like it's on here. Looks like the coin's on here.
Are you on your laptop or phone?
On my laptop.
Yeah, I'm going to trying to get in on my laptop now, but
so it was like $1.84, $1.94 when we first looked at it, $1.97 Chainlink, and now
okay.
It's up. I mean, it's up big time this year, 4,000%. So guys, this is the kind of things that can happen in the cryptocurrency space. Bitcoin hits back over 11,000 again. Guys, this is strong. That Bitcoin hits back over 11,000 because in the past, what has happened was you see it'll drop back by 10, 15%. You'll see it hit back to 9,000 or back up under 10,000. It hit 11.2, 11.3, and now it's back to 11,000. These are really strong signs of new resistance levels. These are really strong signs of pushing towards a new all-time high. If you are not in this space, I don't care if you put $100 a week. You start putting money into it. You start putting money into the different ones and find out what works for you. Do your research. Google. I mean, Google has a platform. YouTube. I mean, there's plenty of information out on a lot of these coins and a lot of things that's going on. A lot of these projects. You cannot say that you don't have the information to find out and know. I mean, tune in to Coffee and Crypto. Join our Coffee and Crypto Facebook page. Join our YouTube page because we have information too. And we've talked about several of these coins, VeChain and Link and some other coins along the way that have now went up. Ethereum we were talking about Ethereum back when it was $1.80. I mean, $180 here a few months ago. And so now you're seeing that. Cardano was 2 cents in March. Guys, and they were the number 12 coin. So guys, you have to tune in and pay attention and figure out what can work for you and your family. All right, let's jump into some news here. All right, let's talk. I mean, because it's exciting right now. So let's talk about whether are we in a true bull run or not and what's going on. Bitcoin will hit 28K and correct, then hit 6 figures, says Matt Kaiser. Bitcoin's current surge, which has so far topped out at 11,380, is destined to continue beyond its all-time highs, the Wall Street veteran predicts. BTC will not stop rising until it hits $28,000, Matt Kaiser believes, as the largest cryptocurrency gains over 20% in a week. In a series of tweets on July 27th, my birthday, the famously outspoken host of Kaiser Report forecast that BTC USD was headed to 6 figures after a correction period near 30,000. Guys, if you're not in, I don't know what to tell you. Because look, even if you get in now and you start, $20 a week or whatever, and this thing goes from $11,000 to $30,000, would that not help you be able to invest in put your money in other coins and put money in other places that may be a cheaper product that would allow you to then build from there and do different things? One of the things we're going to be doing here, you're going to hear soon about, is our staking, Southeast staking. So we'll get information out about that.
Whoa! You dropping hints this morning?
So you'll be able to delegate. This space is just mind blowing. It's mind blowing, the opportunities. DeFi is creating so many opportunities, and the Kyber network, along with the Kyber network, is the one you got to watch out for too. Kyber network, but Kyber Network is creating a platform that's going to bring all of these DeFi projects together so that it's not so confusing for people. So that it is not so, okay, well, I can go here to loan, I can use my money loan here, I can do mortgages here, I can do smart contracts here. So how do we get all this information in one place so that people can really, make it more usable for the masses? Well, that's what Kyber Network is working on and doing. That's going to be a huge, huge project. So what Kyber Network is going to do is going to run that coin up to a decent price because nobody's doing that. These DeFi projects, they're going to be some DeFi companies that fall. I mean, that's in every bubble, every opportunities, right? Guys see things and everybody run. And so you're going to have some that's going to fall. But the top 10 of those companies, they're going to be there. MakerDAO's been doing it for already a couple of years. So MakerDAO, I don't see going anywhere. They are probably what you would call the grandfather of the DeFi community. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're in it.
Kaiser made the prediction as Bitcoin passed 11,200 during a day of surprises. As Cointelegraph reported, 10,000 managed to hold for longer than a matter of hours. And data indicated that its latest trip to 5 figures was sturdier than others in 2020. And that's why I said when it hit back for 10.9, I was thinking 10.7, 10.8. I was thinking, okay, it's going to go back under 10,000. And it has not, guys. This is strong. And now it's back at 11,000. This is strong, guys. I'm telling you. This is very, very bullish. 28,000 is in play before we see a pullback. And then, whoa, then we're headed to 6 figures, Kaiser summarized. Well known for his optimism and heavy preference for BTC over other cryptocurrencies, Kaiser further took a flight at gold bug Peter Schiff. Schiff, who has been celebrating gold hitting all-time highs against the US dollar, has previously dismissed Bitcoin's rise. It's put up or shut up for Bitcoin. It's got to hold. He said during a debate in Morgan Creek digital co-founder Anthony Pompello on his YouTube channel on Sunday. That's crazy. He said that on Sunday. Now, good job, Schiff. Thank you for doing that. You helped us out. You helped out the crypto community. This is very strong. This is very strong. What do you guys think?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, we're seeing some great numbers. We're seeing, it's what we were discussing yesterday, the altcoins, volatility, you're looking at those. It's not all Bitcoin is not dominating the total market. We're seeing a lot of positive gains in the altcoins. And that's what we've always preached. You don't have to be a Bitcoin millionaire. You can actually, create some future and generational wealth through the altcoins. And that's what we're doing today. And I think it's going strong. I know it is. And hey, I'm excited about what the future has to hold.
Kaiser had little time for this and Schiff's other arguments, claiming that in fact the Bitcoin skeptic was secretly regretting his choice of gold. Somewhere Peter Schiff is puking his brains out right now. The same tweets read. So I mean, this is getting very, 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 very fun. It's been fun for a while, but we had saw Bitcoin be as steady as we have ever seen it, probably in a long time, where it was fluctuating between 9.5 and 9.2, a little under 8.9. But I mean, it really held that 9,000 for months, and that was strong. And I thought it was very strong because I said back when there was the not the fork, what is Bitcoin halving, that we could potentially never see Bitcoin below 9,000 again. Well, guys, I mean, we're man, that's been very strong right now.
It's only been down below 9,000 since the half, and only once or twice. And I think it was like for a brief, not even, a couple of mintes. But
it was a bounce.
It was a bounce, yeah.
Yeah, you would have had to been a trader to get it at that price, because you would have been on it that fast enough. But think about this for, with us that's seen this thing grow, and we saw this thing at 3,800 in February. You would have never been able to tell, you wouldn't tell us in 2020 that buying Bitcoin at 9,000 was a bargain.
Right. Hey, but we remember how it was back in 2017 too. We watched it run from 700 up to by January or by December 20,000.
Yeah.
So that was some craziness.
this is very strong, but this is also talks about the weakening of the U.S. dollar, and we're seeing what we saw yesterday was gold made a run and Bitcoin made a run right beside it. And so, what does this mean for the argument of Bitcoin being a safe haven asset? What does this say for the fact that for the masses are the ability for investors to put their money in a safe haven like Bitcoin? Well, I think that was a strong statement what Bitcoin made by making that run right along gold hitting its all-time highs and really kind of stealing the show from gold. Right, gold hits an all-time high. Bitcoin goes to 11,000. Oh, Bitcoin is not to be outdone, right? It's like, oh, you're not going to outdo me. I'm going to steal the show. And now we're talking about gold hitting all-time highs, but people are really talking about. I mean, Twitter was going crazy about Bitcoin hitting 11,000 yesterday, and people are talking about it is headed to a new all-time high. Will we see it in 2020? A new all-time high? You think so?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, I don't think you stop the train now. I'm gonna think it's gonna get there. Obviously, we really have a good 5 more months, a good 5 months solid to get there. I think we will see that. And like I said, we also got to look at what kind of economic impact we have not seen yet in the United States and around the world. I mean, this pandemic thing, no matter how much we want to think it's over, it's not over yet, and we haven't seen the fallout from jobs and businesses and all that yet. So I do truly think that we're going to see the numbers that we're seeing, the 20,000 or higher.
And they're negotiating a new round of stimulus checks as we speak, right?
That is correct. A new round of cryptocurrency purchase checks.
That's right. That's right.
That is about
where are you going to put your next stimulus checks? What can we buy next?
Stimulus checks will stimulate Binance. We know this already. Coinbase will get stimulated from the stimulus checks because there's no doubt that we'll probably see that a high number of stimulus checks being deposited right into some of these crypto exchanges. But it will be a great time if, in fact, people did that. It may be the smartest investment of the year for them if Bitcoin does exactly what they're saying and set a new all-time high. Because even if you put $1,000 into Bitcoin right now and it went up to $28,000, set a new all-time high, and it hit $28,000 just like he's explaining. What? Dwight, you the calculator guy. I don't even know how you calculate that, but I guess you would find what would be the percentage now if you went from 11,000 to 28,000. I don't know. Is that $17,000 difference?
11,000 to 28,000.
Yeah. And then if you what is the stimulus check? $1,200?
Yes.
$500 per kid. So let's say $1,700. You got one child. If you had $1,700,
really, we don't have any kids anymore.
Yeah, you guys don't have kids. I got 3.
Can we borrow one of yours?
It's too late. So,
darn it.
If you were to put a stimulus check in there, $1,700, you said, I'm not going to touch it till Christmas if you want Bitcoin. And Bitcoin does exactly what Kaiser's talking about. And I hope I'm saying his name right. I don't even know. Kaiser.
Yeah, Kaiser.
And it hit $2,800. I meant $28,000. Sorry. What would that $1,700 stimulus check look like in December?
Sure. Man, and Bitcoin.
You bought it right now.
Yeah, you bought it right now.
Well,
1,000.
Well, hold on a second. Let's look at that. So if we've got, how much is Bitcoin right now?
11,000.
11,000.
All right, so it's 11,000 currently right now. So if we go in and we get, well, hold on just a second. Let's do this. Let's just act like we were going to go buy and see exactly how much we would get into.
Let me take 10% of that away. Yeah, that's going to be $1,100. That'll be right there at me and your stimulus check. So we take a 10%. So basically, you're putting 10% into it right now. If you would take a $1,200 stimulus check.
Well, I was going to get the exact amount of Bitcoin that you could buy right now, that you could exchange it out for. So, I was just going to go in and act like I was going to buy $1,100 worth of Bitcoin. That's what I was doing, just to get the exact amount. And then we can take it and multiply it out and give us let's just say it went to 30,000 or it went to 40,000 or 50,000 or whatever we wanted to say, right?
$1,200 will get you 0.109 Bitcoin. So 0.109.
That's almost 2/10 of a Bitcoin. So your $1,200 then will put you almost at $3,000 in December. Good Christmas present.
Mm-hmm. If it goes to 50, we're almost at 5.
Your stimulus check will be more than double in December.
Goodness gracious.
Now,
people, yeah.
And that's the short end of the stimulus check. But now, there's so many other things too that as you start to get that, boy, it's just fun. It's just fun. All right, let's keep moving. Let's move to the next article.
Willie's like, I can't stay on that too long. You get too excited.
We almost went into dream mode, but we kind of go.
Oh, dream mode.
We don't want to go too long. First day back, we'll get in here and get some information, get back rolling. And guys, we're gonna start bringing it back every morning. As we are we're in question about school and a lot of things with question marks around what's going on. A lot of question marks in regards to when the school's going to open up and how we're going to do that. So kind of freeing up some time for me. I know you guys got some time, and so we'll continue going and doing what we're doing with Coffee and Crypto. And reach out to us, join our Coffee and Crypto Facebook page. Also, if you have anything you want to know or see or question about, don't hesitate to send us a message in Coffee and Crypto, and look out for some of the things that we're involved in. And if you want information on some of the things we're involved in, you just reach out and let us know. Bitcoin just suddenly surged toward 12,000, but now might not be the time to buy. Here's why. And this is good. Sometimes you got to talk about the other side. Bitcoin, after a prolonged period of stability, has suddenly leaped higher, jumping over the closely watched 10,000 per Bitcoin level for the first time since June and surging toward 12,000. The Bitcoin price has added some 20% over the last 7 days, hitting highs of 11,400 on the Luxembourg-based Bitstamp exchange amid equity market jitters and a rally in the price of gold, considered a safe haven asset. However, some market watchers have warned the recent Bitcoin price gain might not last, with the options market signaling just a 7% probability of Bitcoin returning to its all-time high around 20,000 by the end of 2020. So they got a 7% probability of Bitcoin hitting this all-time high in this article. Our view for the balance of 2020 is still high volatility with a year end of around 7,000 per Bitcoin, with a drive higher to new highs in 2021. Gavin Smith, executive of Bitcoin Crypto Consortium, and Pandora. Then
Oh,
it
sorry,
says your
guys.
email following the publication of Finder's latest cryptocurrency prediction report, adding he expects a short-term washout this year before the true rally takes hold. Now, hey, so obviously Gavin Smith's our expert. Willie Fells, I'm not an expert, and Gavin, he gets paid to do this. And so I believe that we have too much hodling of Bitcoin for it to go to $7,000 because people really believe in the crypto community and the people that are holding, they really believe we're in a bull market. For it to go to 7,000, you need a sell-off. Where is that sale coming from? Because the big holders aren't selling. They're in hodl mode. So I don't understand his 7,000. Maybe he knows something I don't. Maybe he's thinking the futures or Grayscale or somebody else could do that. But again, for it to hit 7,000, you need some. So that means that it could hit an all-time high. And I don't know if it does that like 2017, hit a new all-time high, 28,000, and come back to 7,000 in 2020.
I don't think so. I just don't think so.
I don't know where he's going to get this 7,000 from. I'm struggling with that. And I said after the halving that I did not believe it to go back to 65 to 7,000, but I said that also because of the uncertainty of everything that's going on in this pandemic. People are holding things. They're holding on to things because they don't know what's going to happen next. So if you got something of value like Bitcoin, like gold, maybe, and safe haven assets that some consider, some not, but you're not just going to go out there and buy bubblegum with Bitcoin. I'm not just going out there.
I'm still wishing he had never bought that pizza with Bitcoin.
Yeah. So you need a sell-off by the big-time holders for to hodlers to get to 7,000. I just don't see it. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not a crypto or Bitcoin expert, and very little insight to say, but we'll see. Our view is that we still believe the markets are pulled on the one hand by the inflation hedge story driving Bitcoin higher. Inflation hedge story driving Bitcoin higher, while at the same time the global economy is suffering a mass demand shock with the potential to drive Bitcoin lower. A massive demand shock. Inflation hedge. Well, they're saying that Bitcoin, on one hand, could be an inflation hedge against the dollar or the dollars around the world, driving Bitcoin higher. But at the same time, the global economy is suffering. So the massive demand shock with the potential to drive Bitcoin lower, meaning that the same people that are using the dollar to hedge against inflation will then turn around and sell it because of the global economy will be suffering. I don't see that. I don't see that for it to hit 7,000. Now, not for it to hit 28,000, but for it to hit 7,000. I don't see that. Now, if we're at $10,000 in October, say November, yes, I can see it hitting 7. Why? Because some of the hodlers been holding all year, and some people have been holding for a long time, and they're going to get frustrated. And if the global economy is suffering, you will see that. But if it hits 28,000, I don't see it. If it hits 15, 16,000, I don't see 7,000. How about you guys?
I see it. I think we can get there. I see. I understand. I agree with what you're saying there, cold-heartedly. And I'm like, so I think we're on the right track.
I just don't see it going down that much. I'll be right honest with you. I think that there's too much going on in the market right now. I think there's too much going on with the dollar. I think that people are needing something to where they're needing their money. They're looking somewhere to store their wealth, and it's not in the banks. So
You're
I
not.
think that if it's, huh?
I said
Not in
you're
the
exactly
banks?
right. You're not.
No, not in the banks. I mean, you don't know what's going to go on with the banks, and then on top of that, you've got the, you've got everything that's going on. And if we have a huge inflationary event, which they're calling for, then you really want to get out of that dollar.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, I did something yesterday. So I think I got $150 sent to me yesterday. And I turned around and put that $150 in Bitcoin. After the fees, I moved it over to my wallet. After the fees and stuff and moving it was $145 that ended up in my heart, give or take, 145, 146. Do you know by the end of yesterday, that $150 or $140 was $159?
Mm.
What bank account can do that?
Mm-mm.
So why should I
Can't.
keep my money in a bank?
Because they care
Mhm.
about you, Willie. All banks care about you.
They care about their money. The bank's
Oh my goodness.
interest and my interest are not the same. The
Mm,
bank's interest and the
no.
people's interest is not the same. Their interest is in them, and our interest is in us, the people.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, think about that. I'm just making us, off $150. Imagine people that's moving a whole 401k or $100,000 or $200,000. The amount of money. Now, could it go the other way? Yeah. But we've seen over the last year that it's not fluctuating enough that it would kill you in the negative. It's not even
Mm-hmm.
going, it's been pretty stable. But guess what? You could take profits each time it does that and put it in a stable coin or do other things with it. What?
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
they care, Willie. I don't know why you want to act like they don't
You could
care.
if you really had the right of money, you could take the year off and make money like you was working the year if you really paid attention and really wanted to. It's just amazing what this space is doing for the people, not
Yep.
for not for board directors, not for governments, not for certain people, not for just the wealthy. Because
Mm-hmm.
I can't
now,
believe you would say that like that, Willie.
well, wrap your brain around this. So you got the same percentage increase that the Winklevoss twins got. You got the
Oh,
same percentage increase. It's just that they have more
yeah.
money working with.
The Winklevoss. Oh my gosh. Those twins. I'm telling
Well, but no, think about this. You got the same percentage increase on your Bitcoin that they got. Now, guess what? They have more money to play with. Now, let's take in
Yeah.
traditional markets. You're not going to get the same interest that the big boys play with because they're going to give you a lower interest and take more of your money. And the big boys get more interest because they're putting in more money.
Mm-hmm.
This space, you get the same interest as you grow your money.
That's correct.
Yeah. So you got the same interest that the Winklevoss
So basically,
twins
what
got.
you're trying to say is the little man has the same opportunity as the big man.
You're exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
And
So it
then the
don't
more
matter.
money,
It doesn't matter if I got 5,000 or 5 million worth of Bitcoin. I'm gonna get the same amount of interest.
correct. That's exactly it.
That's what we're trying to say, people. Wake up.
Now you are more incentivized to go out and see if I can get me 5 million so I can play with them. Because it's not it's discouraging when well, I got my little $5,000 here and they're gonna jack up the fees on me. But my friend with 5 million here, oh, he paying little to no fees. So his money gets to increase at a higher percentage and double faster.
Mm.
Oh, I see how this works. Keep me in the hole. Help me build your house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how this works,
Exactly.
right? In a traditional space, that's what they do to you. DeFi, guys, is going to shake up the banking industry, and it's already doing it. DeFi is going to shake up the banking industry. And If it can hold on, the DeFi market has went up $4 billion this year. If it can hold on, and if there's some true integration and true projects coming out of this in 2021, man, we're going to have a whole new world, and the banks are going to be shaking in their boots even more, and they're trying to get on board now. They're trying to adapt, but it is going to move too fast for them, and they ain't going to know what to do.
You're right. They aren't going to know what to do, and people need to educate themselves though, so that they don't do what we did back in 2017 and get involved with people that were scamming people. This is going to be a good opportunity for people to do that again. And so educate yourself, know what you're doing, and know what you're dealing with.
All right, let's finish up the article. And that's a great point, Michelle. We got to get educated. Got to know what you're doing. In March, the Bitcoin price fell sharply in line with global stocks and other commodities as the coronavirus pandemic spread around the world and countries went into lockdown to contain it. The Bitcoin price quickly bounced back. And that, don't talk about that, because that makes me upset, because I had a chance to get a half a Bitcoin.
Oh, Lord. You're going to go back to that. You need to move ahead of that.
It's
Half
hard
a
to.
Bitcoin right now is $5,000. It's $6,000, guys.
I was so excited. I was on the phone with us. Like, hey man, look where it's at. Look where it's at.
And you could have got it for a little $2,000, a little under. The Bitcoin price quickly bounced back, boosted by a highly anticipated supply squeeze and bullish signals, including investment giant Paul Tudor Jones revealing he was buying Bitcoin as a potential hedge against the inflation unprecedented central bank stimulus measures designed to prop up coronavirus hit economies could bring. I'm sorry, I read that all crazy. Measures designed to prop up coronavirus hit economies could bring. Smith's warning chimes with comments made by Binance chief executive Changpeng Zhao last week, who said Bitcoin is still tied to the stock market and a future crash could send the Bitcoin price lower. People should not take the description of Bitcoin as a safe haven asset too literally. So I agree and disagree, because if we saw a stock market crash, we're going to see a gold go down as well. But safe haven means which one will recover faster. Am I right? So we will see gold and Bitcoin recover faster. Now, which one recovers the fastest is debatable.
Well, it's going to be Bitcoin because of the fact that the government puts a hold on. They keep suppressing gold, so they're not going to let it go up too fast.
Well, gold may recover faster, but it may not go the fastest.
Right.
High. It may not go as high in its recovery as Bitcoin will. So I agree with what he's saying. He's right. There's still some parallels between the economy and the but so is gold. There's some parallels. In 2008, when the stock market crashed, gold went down. Okay, in March, February, when the market started to go down, gold went down too, but it recovered. Bitcoin went down too, and it quickly recovered and went back up fast to 9,000. So, and even went further, went as high as 12, I think, or something like that. So I agree and disagree on two parts of that, what he's talking about. And so we don't want to sound like we're a Bitcoin cult either, but what we do know that we have something in our hands that people can truly use and people around the world need. So that
Is he gone?
I
thought you were gone.
That's kind of what I'm excited about. So that's the articles for the day, guys. It is glad to be back here with Coffee and Crypto. Man, as Michelle mentioned in the beginning, Up to Give is flying right now. A lot of new projects going on. A lot of exciting projects are being built upon. Ooh la la.
Oh my goodness.
some other things and Up to Give.
And we have Mr. Jerry Lopez coming on Thursday to give us the next 90 days for Up to Give.
Oh man, and so it sounds like he has a plan, guys. It
Oh,
feels like to me, and Michelle, you know, I'm a longtime Cardano fan,
oh yeah.
and I since the beginning of the project. And for 2 years, for a year and a half, he had this fight and fight and fight. And people really didn't give Cardano any kind of love. And it was really like, okay, when is it going to go away? And now you're seeing
Mm-hmm.
it's number 6 coin. So I see, and he had a plan. And that plan wasn't dictated on dollars. It wasn't dictated on who was accepting and who wasn't, and who said you were a
Mm-hmm.
scam and who not, because Tezos said that Cardano was a scam. Tezos was bashing Cardano, calling it a casino coin and all kind of stuff. Now, who's laughing
Mm.
in the dust? And I see similarities here with what we're doing with Up to Give. He has a plan. He has a project. He hasn't ventured out from that project uh, 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 to the noise, to all the haters or the sidetracks. So we
Right.
could be seeing, 2 years down the road, a year and a half down the road for this company. This company's not even a year old yet. Really, really doing some groundbreaking things in this space, because we all know that the network marketing, multi-level marketing space, although we're not in that, needs an overhaul. It needs cleaning up. It needs a new, fresh perspective, just like the banking industry, just like the DeFi, just like everything that we're seeing around us. And Up to Give, I think, is delivering that. So it's going to be exciting to see this over the next 90 days, but not only that, the next 360 days.
Mm. Exciting stuff. And you know what's even more exciting is the first set of Ooh La La cards is set to go out on Saturday. So we're getting those orders in right now for people that for those Ooh La La cards, and those will be going out Saturday. So that's exciting. We've been waiting for that to happen, and the coronavirus slowed that down. But you know what? It might have slowed us down, but it didn't change the course. Um, so exciting stuff happening. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
I'm glad to be back with you guys.
Awesome. So with that being said, we thank you guys for joining us. Again, join our Coffee and Crypto public page. Join us on YouTube. We'll be coming with information. And we just here talking. We talk about crypto. We talk about what's going on in space and give our opinion. Do not take our word and things as the Bible. Uh, have a great day and be blessed. Coffee and Crypto out.
All right.
Bye, guys.
See you guys later.
Neither drink nor drug induced. No, I'm just doing all right. And it's a great